Greetings and good afternoon. Today we're going to be reviewing past week trades. One of the premium trades will be stated here, and also the current movement of Bitcoin and the American market will be shared. We are going to see what trades we had that we went through on last week and see our results with them. So these are the trades that we had and the charts we posted. Starting here, you're going from May 3rd, May 2nd. So we updated CHZ, that was May 2nd. One of the, please put your mics on mute and enjoy the review. Now, CHZ was traveling in a downtrend channel. We happen to see a good amount of volume coming in, and every time bullish sentiment was injected into CHZ, and we basically saved the bottom of the envelope channel, we had a spike over the channel, and every time the spikes were getting bigger, this was giving us a signal that when we were at the bottom of the envelope channel, we could possibly be hitting the top part, the demand sitting at 139 Satoshi, and over here at 92. It's basically the play zone that we were watching out for. This is a quick limit sell order that we were trying to go for. And you can see the next spike got bigger. The good thing about CHZ at the moment is that it closed over that downtrend channel. This means that the overall status of CHZ is bullish. So that was CHZ, USD, AUD. It has not been triggered yet, and it is very close, so we can get our Forex trade triggered over here. If you do like other trades besides crypto, please leave me a like and comment so I know you're a fan of this, so I continue, because the other markets I barely even touch on, so it could be something that you could possibly be looking for. Let me know. That was the Forex trade. Night Ink channel play. I enjoy channel plays a lot. This is the American stock market. You can clearly see on what trend as we were following and what we got out of it. Basically, the breakout was spotted here. There's a good amount of volume coming in. To the top of the channel, there was a 72% that we could have caught. And so here's how it turned out. First target hit. There should be a decline to this diagonal support, and then if you lose it, great, we'll do the channel play again all over. If we don't, there will be a spike back to our 72% target, and I'm assuming another fake out will happen and then retest at the same level, and we're going to go back up and break the channel hopefully. So that's the American stock we got going on here. Leo round 2. The first time we ran Leo, we did it off of the harmonic, so basically this biggest spike, we caught that about 120% in profit, and now since the flag, and then we have it in a wedge, so it's coming down. There's a good amount of demand zone at 16,000 Satoshis and 31% profit, 50% profit. So these are the targets that we have been having, and so our entry got triggered, came back down as the pump of the Bitcoin, but you can see clearly this big buy um, in the zone, and this is pretty good. This shows that the whales are still alive. The only thing that is declining the price of Leo at the moment is nothing but the small sellers, and that's a pretty good thing. Um, the next one will be a bigger buy wall. It's going to push the price right about up here, and then another decline, and then another up. It's going to be basically a Leo wave. Um, Algo bullish trade. Algo same thing, got a decline with the current Bitcoin uptrend, and it brought the price a lot down here. But the demand zone is going to push the price up no matter what, and that is what the algo is, traveling in a channel here. Um, and this is basically built up before the little spike, and hopefully we were going to catch this zone as well again, and then it's going to be the next right after that. But the problem here is algo is not having that much of a juice in it. There's not that much of a potential anymore, as Bitcoin is getting closer and closer to the edge of our BTC safe range, as we spoke before in other webinars. This was ZRX. This is one of the top breakouts of the last week. The breakout happened. We have a flag going on. I usually don't trade the ZRX after the flag. It's no longer interests me. I like it before the breakout. So that would have been the ZRX BTC. You could have traded that with the USDT pair for maximum safety. So I fundamentally believe that Bitcoin will soon reach new highs. This is the current situation we have with Bitcoin. And currently, this is a 3-day chart. And the 3-day chart shows us a lot of things, guys. This is not your regular 1 hour, 2 hour, 15 minutes, none of that type of charts or vision we're going to have here. The thing about this is that it gives us a complete understanding of what is going to happen within a week or two that is coming, and what probability we should watch out for, and how to play or out on hand. So, as you noticed yesterday, I gave you guys a update that we could possibly be hitting new heights, but it shouldn't arrive within 2 days. But it did arrive last night, and we are about right here. This is, guys, our parabolic zone. Our parabolic zone, this is the zone that once we close this candle up, and we are at this edge, this thing is gonna fly up easily. And there are a lot of orders from 9,500 all the way to right about here, 10,616. You're going to see a lot of orders and a lot of triggers getting hit. This demand zone here doesn't really do justice for what we got going on, because um, doesn't show the overall buy demand zone. This is only, it shows it all the way to only September of 2019. It doesn't show you like um, all the way back to like August. So, which I will show you guys the demand for that as well. But here's the thing: we are over here. There's a lot of orders ready to be triggered. This is going to be a huge spike if it was to happen. And basically, I assume that we're gonna hit 12,000 and 11,800. We're gonna go about 13,000, and here's where the hype is gonna happen. It's when um a lot of people gonna FOMO. You know, if you have any uneducated friends in crypto business, or anybody who doesn't know, you see them. They usually come around between 13,000 to 14,000. They start talking about how they're gonna put their life saving in it. And that's where we come about. That's where the big dump's gonna happen. That's when we dump this back to 6,000 just so we can cash them out, and then we get back in again. So this is what I think it could be in play. I'm not really saying it can take place, because we could easily have a fake out here and die back down. And if we do dump back down, it's going to be 7,000 right ahead 7,000. If we break the cloud, we're going to go to the next support that's going to be coming around 6,000. We're not going to lose this low, guys. This low is not going to be triggered no matter what. And if we do hit this low, this is the inverse head and shoulder. Okay, we're going to easily have this going on. And then we go directly back again at 9,000. So many people who trade alts know this. They know that we're going to travel like this. The only thing everyone in the alts market is afraid of is if we break this pink dotted line, 10,500 over. If you do break this, then we have a pump. And this pump is going to basically, again, as I said before, it's going to bring us over 12,000. And that could be a bad probability for altcoins as they're going to bleed. But we don't have that scenario yet. And in my past experience, I don't think canceling out all of our out trades just because we are yet under the parabolic zone is a good idea. Yes, we got into the parabolic zone. Okay, good. I mean, yes, we are pretty close as every candle edges it, but you can see how we are closing or the price remains under it. If the price gets into the parabolic zone, we must withdraw from all of our alt trades. But that's how we're going to play it with the Bitcoin. And so that was the Bitcoin 3-day chart, because this is the 1-day chart. If we do break that parabolic zone, this is literally what's going to happen. Okay. I'm not going to break the whole thing down how this can be the case. Okay. But basically, if you want to be a hodler or a long-term investor, you can be optimistic that Bitcoin price can only go up. Okay. Because the institutions decided to print money, institutions decided to open back up just so they can save their own market. A lot of people in the Wall Street are already thinking, let's do the whole institutional pump and get into crypto, because the American stock market is not showing us that much confidence. So you could possibly be the one thinking about this, and that would be amazing, guys. If we do break this yellow line right down here, like over here, and we break this up, we're going to head back up the same 2017-18 euphoric zone, and that would just mean that you could possibly make your $100 on shitty altcoins to millions of dollars. So that's that. XVG, USDT, massive targets. What do we got going on? Guys, this rhythm here, okay, this is a 1-week chart, okay? This is not an hourly or daily. I've been studying XVG for some time now, okay, as far back as September 2019. And we have been seeing how XVG has been traveling. So this little trend here, it has two scenarios that can play. Either we get a decline down, okay, all the way as low about this zone, and then a huge pump will get in, okay, or it would just spike up to 186%. Okay. Now this is USDT. I'm going to show you the BTC pair, and you're going to realize what I'm talking about and why I have that vision, that bullish vision towards XVG. The thing about XVG is, sometime last year, XVG pumped non-stop, about 200 to 300%. It was a practiced pump, and since the whales pumped it, and then they dumped it real quick, and now we have this. But when that happens, guys, when a real manipulation happens, some of the fans gonna always remember that. And when little spikes happen, they are the first one to FOMO, and those are the first people we need in order to get something started with XVG. Otherwise, XVG is nothing than just a powder of nonsense. Now let's see what's going on here. the prices is still sitting here. This can be the pump that could take us about 186, 327. These are all FOMO buys after 186. This is right here. They're going to come about saying, oh, you know, Adam and Eve, whatever happened, pump, pump, pump. So now that was XVG-USDT. XVG-USDT, let me show you. On the weekly, this is how we look on the weekly. Okay, guys. This is the inverted hammer doji. Now, the difference here is that when these dojis happen, guys, we end up seeing a great amount of buy volume coming right after. There will be a decline in the way on like daily, hour, 4 hour, 7, 12 hour charts, time frames, and then after that, the uptrend, it will start. This is a big buy order that triggered, bought everything within its zone. These are big, big whales, guys. Okay, and they're buying it in a good way too. They're buying it in a good moment as well. Now that's that. With XVG, I do believe that I have an XVG BTC pair as well. I'm going to show that to you guys. XVG bottom of the channel play. I believe that's the one. Let's check it out. Okay, so this was posted May 2nd. This is to our BTC pair, and this is how we're looking. That buy volume that we showed you, the inverted hammer, happened right about here. Okay, someone bought in. These two demand orders got kicked in, a decline, and here is the uptrend. This is what I'm expecting it to do. And here's the top of the channel. Once we do this buy order is going to show up here. Then the whole FOMO thing going to kick in, which is going to be beautiful. So that's the XVG. This one was posted on April 1st. You can see how I'm looking at this, how the orders are. And there we go. You see this big volume over here kicking in. Our SL guys, if you're trading this to BTC pair, 29, 28 is your best. Why are we this low is the question. It's because we don't want our stop loss to get hunted over a dumb climb of Bitcoin over 10,000. Now, that was the XVG guys. We're going to go back to how we were reviewing these trades. All right. XVG USDT. And now we have American stock, VET, Vermilion Energy Inc. Now, I know the American market is not looking that good, but the one thing that is looking good is that you have to go to your work. You have to get back to the same rhythm, using your car, using a lot of resources, because yes, a lot of people are staying at home, but a lot of governments opened up, a lot of businesses opened up. This means that the demand for oil is going to go up, as it is going up. But the one thing is that this Vermilion Energy Inc. is showing us a great bullish fundamentals here, and technical for a good breakout. There's a nice gap, great support it's playing in. This is the channel, guys. Anytime the price, okay, drops up, it's basically trying to gather its momentum for the pump, and basically, as you can see, it follows these supports, and it is sitting currently right here. On Monday, when the market's going to open, we could possibly see these pumps happen. And you shouldn't try to be a spy catcher, because no matter what, the price will go to $16, $15. But that's as much. Basically, I don't think I want to collect. I'm going to be doing profit trailing on this trade on Vermilion Energy. Now we're going up to NASBTC, guys. NASBTC is a risky trade, but this is a complete breakout trade. NASBTC doesn't have any volume, zero, and it is sitting simply at the edge of a breakout. The price used to travel right within the wedge, and now we're over here. So this is a trade that you can trigger trade this, meaning you could possibly put an order over here, and expect this spike to come in. This is going to be a type of buy like this candle over here. You see this candle? Yeah. Just pick it up, and that's going to be it. You get one spike and most likely it will die. But how long that spike is going to be, I say up to here. Up to here. This is what I think. But as our well pumpers, lovely, can just to get in here and pump everything up, so you could get excited about this once that happens. But for now, this is what they're looking at. These resistance lines are coming down. We'll see which one it crushes accordingly and how much volume it comes in for a good NAS breakout. Guys, don't chat up. Do not chat up in Farsi, please. Finglish, please, in my comment section. I love y'all, but don't leave it that way. Because any question you have, you can ask on Telegram from me personally, or leave me a private message on Tradingview. Let it be. I'm not gonna expect a lot of comments to be coming in or likes to coming in, and I don't care about it, honestly. It's just I thought that first let's have a good amount of likes and comments so we can grow the channel. But since I know who the winner is, I'm not gonna rush about the championship. The championship will arrive. Okay, our forex trade ready to be kicked. You see this red line? Once we break this red line, it's all good. We're gonna go way up, and I see this being bullish. Everything about this is okay. Lower lows, higher highs on RSI, bullish divergence, move, spiky, yes. Basically, and this is the harmonic. I can already just look at it and say to you, I can break it down to hourly and tell you that as well. What else we got going on? RLC, guys. RLC roadmap trade posted on May 13th. Price basically moves as I demanded to. Here we can see exactly what we got going on. A channel play since August 2019, coming up, fake breakout, and then a drop, and here we go. This is the channel it's going to try to break into. This orange dotted line is what brings it to have these little buy volumes kick in. And the buy volume is going to increase. As I said, these volumes from October have just been increasing. And this is a harmonic pattern to be breaking out. This is one of the charts that I would go with if you're an altcoin trader on RLC. But guys, when this breakout happens, okay, when RLC breakout happens, once we enter this channel, you can expect a 275% of profit, easy. That's RLC, and they're gonna FOMO about this because this setup is just amazing. Seller breakout trade. So we did breakout of the channel of the buy zone we had. This was posted May 14th. It brought in 35% within a day. Easy jump. We like these little bags, guys. Now, let's FOMO. Let's keep buying in. I like that. But if you're gonna say that, it's declining, the Bitcoin is pumping, what should we do? I suggest when we get back to the buy zone, you only buy more. Okay. Reason about that, which I will explain about BTC safe range. um, is pretty clear. Guys, Bitcoin, in my opinion, needs to grab more momentum before we break over 10K. This means that this chart, this trend is going to remain bullish. Okay. 10,200 broken, 10,000 broken, we'll decline this. Even when it comes back to our buy zone, yes, this chart will play itself out. These demand zones, these resistance, everything is at play. You could think about this as a midterm for seller. So that was our seller breakout trade. Populous. About Populous, let's see what we got going on here. A perfect scenario. This candle spiking down shows us how much dip there is in it. Channel starts right there, right then. You had a buy order here. You could have easily caught it. And I believe that Populous, just like Seller, will be bullish, will grab momentum. Even if Bitcoin pumps, this trend will follow up. A decline in the buy zone, you buy more, and then we climb back up with it. If not, if the decline of Bitcoin does happen at 10,000 or 9,800, 9,000, like it basically that will be the top. This thing will pump again. So it's a win-win scenario, unless we break 12K, which the probability of that is 20%, 30% after we hit 10K. So if that happens, yeah, forget about your Populous trade. Phoenix got its wings open. Guys, this is mainly a shitcoin to be pumped and dumped, but you can catch a spike, all right? And basically, when I said Phoenix was waking up, this is May 16th posted. We have another trade here. I posted that one on April 6th. Over here, I noticed about Phoenix grabbing bullish momentum. And you can see how it's respecting that zone that it basically climbed over very, very easily, guys. This is something regular traders don't see, and that's their weakness. If you don't see these little parts and you don't follow up on these coins, you're the one who's going to be missing out targets 128% or so. And that's about that. So Phoenix is bullish in my opinion. You could put a small bag on it and play it the same scenario as I mentioned with Seller. What if we get back in the buy zone? What if not? So let's go back to the rest of the trades that we got going on. So we have two more trades. QNT bullish trade. Now, not many people gonna trade quants. I understand that because you guys are Binance lovers, but these coins, guys, is where the whole market is risky. You come about here and you grab your profit. Your easy 20%, your easy 30%. They all lie here. Okay. This is a harmonic we got, a breakout of a harmonic, buy zones, two buy zones we got, we can play about. You could put 50% of your position you want to open here and one position about here. The chances of Z2 getting Z2 buy zone getting triggered is not much, but it's a probability. And here you can see how it climbed over. Basically, that's about 28% of a climb in one day after the post of the QNT chart. And obviously now we're trying to break this down. It's not going to be easy. There's going to be a rebound here. It's going to be nice, guys. That's QNT for you. CHR channel play. So Chroma, this by far is one of the best trades you could possibly be on at this very moment. Considering how risky alts are, how the trend of the main crypto market is going. The reasons are, first of all, this right here, guys, this is a very rare, I call it the 5-0 harmonic pattern. When the 5-0 harmonic pattern happens, guys, it's a pretty nice pattern. This is when a good volume, the buy volume gonna get in, a decline gonna happen, the whale's gonna get in into this window, okay? And then they're gonna be the same ones that are gonna pump it all the way up, okay? Um, Basically, this scenario, and so beautiful because we know the probability of a good breakout is right here, okay? If something can break out with just this amount of volume, imagine what can happen when we have these humongous volumes just waiting. This is a ticking bomb, guys. This is one of the best breakout trades you will witness. You can see the buy volume raising. And now wait for the decline to the bottom of the channel. This is where we're going to buy. And this is where our 67% first target is going to get hit. We're going to sell about 60% of our position and let the other 40% of our position ride it up. Bring your SL right about here, right about, I would say 315 once we break the 131, 320 Satoshi top of the channel, okay? Why here is because we don't want it to be another fake out, guys. If it's going to be another fake out, you know what, forget it. Let's just collect all the money. But we're going to play this like that, okay? Make sure you drop your likes, guys. That was the CHR. Now we're going to go ahead and talk about one of the premium alt trades that I have stated here to the members. Does the trades that I post doesn't mean that because I tell you, for example, an alt trade is a premium alt trade, you should get on it just because of that, and you FOMO and you go put all your positions there. Play on the defense, guys. As you can see, the price of Bitcoin is declining as we are going through this golden webinar. As I said, so basically, so now let's go ahead and talk about this gem, Enigma Bitcoin. So the Enigma Bitcoin is a great trade. Now I'll explain to you. First of all, we broke out of a bull flag. This is what the 7-hour looks like. We were here, and within this zone that we were, I placed all these myself. These are my little indicators that I created. I can share those with you if you like for a good amount of price that we're going to later on put on them. But anyway, guys, let's say we were here and we knew about a pump coming up, and we basically grabbed this percentage here for the premium. This is a safe. I think that's when it was. I think the price was at 260.40, basically about here. This was a 10% promise breakout of ENG. And ENG does have a lot of potential. This basically gonna play itself out like this. Okay, guys. This is what we're gonna see. And then from here on, we are going to the depth of the Rec City right about here. That's what the play is gonna be with ENG, a premium trade that was suggested to some members. As of where Bitcoin is going, this is Bitcoin, guys. So the market is going to try to basically FOMO it, but they're not going to be able to. Reason behind that is that I don't like this candle. First point is that this candle does not look good. If we do close the way it is, it still looks pretty bearish. But if we do close about 9,774, basically this is the indicator that a dump is coming. One of the things about this is that we are looking at this. This is a 7-hour time frame, guys. Let's see what happens if we go to the 1-hour time frame. All right, the 1-hour time frame clearly states that we are to have our decline to come soon. But here's the thing, and that is that we are probably looking at point of a good resistance sitting up here. This is what I'm talking about. Let's see. This green zone is what we were worried about if we break it for our alt. I believe on a 12-hour we could possibly see that better. Yes, right here. So what we got going on here, guys, from basically 30th of April, we have been having a bearish divergence. Okay, the decline came, and the decline was pretty substantial. Okay, and the current vibe, because of this great amount of sell, sits the same way throughout weeks from it. Okay, this is not something we can possibly say, oh, let's get bullish on Bitcoin all of a sudden. No, but if we do take a little bit of an effort and a little bit of a volume, we're gonna see a good breakout come to 10,000. And the 10,000 is right away, guys. This is basically what can happen. But here's the thing, I don't think that's gonna come soon. Even though we are having it going on here. The 10,000, once we hit it, the bears are completely dead. The buy volume, everything tells us that everything is bullish, but in my opinion, we should get a decline here. If we don't get a decline, if this line gets cut up, it will be a pump coming up, hard, easy. If you're a leverage trader, you do not want to be messing around this area, but you have to be very, very careful. Don't risk it anything more than 5. I would say, yeah, I wouldn't even do this at 10x. But you could do this on EOS. You could do this on XRP as this thing going to pump, those things going to decline. M20s I'm talking about. So that is that. That is the scenario here with Bitcoin 12-hour. One of the cool thing about this is that if you look at the 3-hour, this is what we got going on. And it does make sense. It can easily be the scenario, guys. Easily. Okay. And it can be, but here, don't be completely, I'm not trying to say be bearish, but we're waiting for that candle, as I spoke, to close in that way we want it to. Then we're going to have the decline. But for now, this does look like a cup and a handle bullish wise, and we got to be careful with that. Anyway, as I told you what my strategy with my alts are, what my strategy is if we break up, and this is the overall for today's webinar. I hope you like this. Drop your likes. You can subscribe to this video and stay tuned for next week. Thank you.